I'm from Sailor Moon, bitch. I'm a magical girl. I'm a magical girl. Oh my god. It's Power Rangers? Yeah. You got it? Hell yeah, Tasha. You didn't cheat or anything, right? You didn't cheat or anything? You didn't look it up? You weren't there in that Discord call? Where's your bow? Beep. Beep. By the way, this is the shortest skirt of all time. I have to wear shorts underneath this? Because truly, it's doing a lot. Sailor Jupiter? Yes. I am Sailor Jupiter. I had to do research on Sailor Jupiter before stream started because I don't know anything about her. I got sent this when I bought my cosplay as like an extra one. They were like, hey, you bought a lot of cosplays. You should have this one too. And I was like, sick, fuck yeah. Can we see Bagheera? Can we see the baby? Is that what you're asking? You want to see the child? We have one child here. Very relaxed, very embarrassed by me being dressed up. Bagheera is terrified. Jupiter rocks ass. She's fucking hot. I wanted the wig too. Gimme. Bagheera is terrified of me because I look like a different bitch. Or at least he doesn't like my outfit. She's so cute. You're so sweet! What the heck? And Jupiter is very cute, but Bagheera, he keeps running away from me. Whenever I go up to pet Bagheera, he might sneak in. But whenever I go up to pet Bagheera, he just sprints away. He's like, what the fuck are you? Who are you, bitch? Damn. Who the hell? Who is this? Hello? Sailor Moon? Yeah, we're doing Sailor Moon today. We're doing a little Sailor Moon today. A little Sailor Moon action, if you will. If it pleases you, me lord. That's so embarrassing. Ew. 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 We need a live action Sailor Moon starring M. I want to do like actual photos in all of these cosplays that I've done recently, and I think I will. But I think this one's really fun. Like this one definitely looks really good. Please don't remind me that I just said that. You can stop typing that in the chat now. How's the mouse feel with the gloves on? Weird. Everything is slick and smooth and wet, but not. Can you pull up a photo of Sailor Jupiter, please? Yes. Sailor Jupiter. I wrote Silor, and that's going to have to be enough. I also don't have brown hair, so there's that. This is Sailor Jupiter, chat. Oh, that's what I'm missing. Bitch. Oh, that explains so much. How am I supposed to put that? I was trying to figure out how the hell to put this on. Look, it's a little too large, bro. It's too big. How does one get that? I think I'm supposed to put it around my titties. No, brother. I can't. She's got the front bow and the back bow. I can't be... Look. Look how big it is. It has to go all the way around. I could try. Hold on. What if we could attempt it? I couldn't figure it out before. I knew that I had this bow, and I was like, what is the point? Where is this supposed to be? And I don't even know how to clasp it. What am I? Some kind of loser? Oh, I figured it out. Okay. Should we try? Should I put it on? Safety pin was my thought. What is UA eating? Probably the basket. It goes under the collar. It's supposed to be right there. Do we want this on? Cut the straps, pin it. Cut the shit, pin it. I'm gonna try this. The fit slaps. I'm glad you like it. She's a teething girl. Yeah, she lost some teeth. If the skirt comes up, don't be mad at me. I'm trying to not be a harlot. Here we go. Here we go. Yep. Okay. Okay. The other bow is causing a lot of issues right now. That's totally okay, though. There we go. All right. And. I'm ready for the ball. I'm ready for the ball. I'm ready for the ball. Put me in, coach. Put me in. Coach, I'm ready to fight. Masked Tuxedo Man, I'm ready to fight. All right? I can do it. I can do it. I can make it happen. Green Sailor Moon. It's called Sailor Jupiter. There's actually a lot of Sailor Moon guys. Jupiter's the baddest bitch. She's very hot. So do I keep this on or do I delete it? I'm thinking we delete it. You know, this doesn't need to be on. Thoughts? What are we thinking, chat? Tuxedo Man is Sailor Moon's. Very true. What are we thinking? Keep them things covered? What? So some people want my titties covered. Some people are like, please, for the love of God, stop. You have to wear it? Do. Okay. Looks better without Topo. If I get 100 subs, like a bomb of 100 subs, I will wear it. Until that moment in time, I will not wear it. That's how we'll do this. Because there's no way. There's no way. It goes under the collar like it does not. Although I should have a choker. There could be a choker lying around somewhere that I've just neglected to put on. You are the one having to wear it? Yeah, see, listen, I like it. I think it's cute, guys. But your girl is... it's a little large, you know? It's a little large, it's a little in charge. It's doing a lot. And I can appreciate that as much as the next guy. Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for the gifted sub to 100 sub bomb. I'm going to take this off just for a mere moment so I can apply my dressing to my delicious bulgogi bowl without spilling it all over my gloves. Very nice. Fabulous. Incredible technique. It wasn't you. Chest plate on at 100 subs. Beautiful. Amazing. So how are you guys doing today? Hello. Hello. It was a little much. I'm glad we agree. How are you guys doing today? How's your day been going? I woke up this morning and I think I've just been working out a little too much. Because my body felt like I was run over by several semi-trucks. Okay? It's magical armor. It could be. I think the whole outfit is technically magical armor, right? It's a magical fit. I felt like Junkyard was running over me with several convoys of trucks. Okay? I don't know what happened. I looked it up. I was like, why am I so tired every morning these days? What's going on in my body? And I found out that apparently, now I don't know if this is true, but apparently when you start working out again, you have this issue where your body is just extremely tired all the time. Maybe it is lactic acid buildup. Maybe it is because my ass is getting fatter. Maybe it is because my ass is getting larger. I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe I need to eat more. I don't know what the thing is, but I do know that I'm tired. And so I woke up this morning and I intended to wake up very early after like 6 hours of sleep, and I could not do it. My body was like not having it. Thought it was because of depression. Not all the time. This is not Chipotle. This is a bulgogi bowl from a really good Korean bowl place. Is your body telling you to take a break? Have a Kit Kat? Then I will listen. And maybe it does mean that I need to take more focus fuel. I think I do need a break. That's definitely a good thing that I need to do from working out. I need to not work out every day all the time. My problem is I go a little too ham. You know, I start doing stuff. I'm like a cold turkey type of person. I do things very, very intensely. If I choose to start working out, I'm doing it for 2 hours a day, you know? And don't do a proper recovery, you'll feel it in the morning. Hi, Shadow. What's a deload week? That sounds scary. Yeah, it's my deload week. I'm deloading this week. We're gonna have a really good long stream today. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. We're going to do some scary games. We're going to do some not scary games. We're going to do some games with friends. We have some Gartic Phone planned later with Larry and Pasta and Tay and Speedy and maybe Sidearms and a few others. It's going to go so hard. Mm-hmm. Deload Brown was my favorite. Who is Deload Brown? Is a wrestler? And why the past tense? Did he die? Did he stop wrestling? I feel like wrestlers wrestle till they're like 80. Most wrestlers that I see these days are old. I watched Pasta's Reacts. I saw her and I thought, I quite like this Emerome person. She's like Sniper Wolf. If she was funny. You're so nice. What the fuck? No, but she's also cool. Except for when she steals from people. Also, please don't. One thing that I think is important that people do, and you should know this, is it is only ever an insult when you compliment someone by insulting someone else. Just a side thing. You should know that. It's important that you know that. It's important that you always remember that, because your compliments will always mean nothing, or they'll mean less. If that's how you're doing it. You take ice baths after your workouts? No, but I should. Yeah, always remember that. Don't compare women also. Jer with the raid! Hello, Jer. I love you, bro. How you doing, dude? I'm Sailor Jupiter today. No, I just changed my uniform. New nails? Maybe. The Germinators, eh? The Germinators, I see. So you're like, wait. Just for a second. Germinator means is a device used to help seeds germinate or sprout. It provides a controlled environment with the right temperature, humidity, and light to encourage seed development. Chat, Jer's getting plants pregnant. Jer's getting plants pregnant. That's his whole entire community. Jer's getting plants pregnant, chat. They're impregnating plants. I need to leave. Call yourself the Sperminator. I'm kidding. Sorry, don't do that. Hell yeah. Honestly, saving the planet one Jer at a time. I used to love Sailor Moon. I had a Sailor Moon doll. And I, for some reason, thought it would be fun to rip the forehead piece off. So I ripped it off, and then I ruined the doll, and there was always holes in her forehead, and I felt really bad about that. Kind of an asshole move on my part. I was also like 3. I was also 3. Sailor Moon was my Barbie. Because when I would get Barbies, my aunt... I told you guys about my Playboy aunt, right? We are all aware about my Playboy aunt. My aunt who, told the entire family that she was very religious, was a nurse, moved down to Los Angeles so she could be a nurse. Secretly, she modeled for Playboy and was really good buddies with Hugh Hefner and a bunch of other very popular people. Super crazy. However, we didn't know that because she lived the rest of her life atoning for her sins, married a pastor, nobody found out. She died early. She died young. She died like at 58 or something like that. Of a disease. And after she died, we went through her stuff and we found out that she was actually a Playboy bunny because she had a bunch of albums that we knew nothing about. She kept that shit to the grave. She kept it to the grave. She told nobody. And I honestly, makes me sad because I wish I could have asked her questions. But, what was the point of the story? She kept that shit real quiet. That's legendary shit, like Centerfold. Yeah, she did a lot. She did a lot of things. There was a point. Oh yeah, Barbies. The gift she would always get me, chat. She would buy me these expensive Barbies, okay? As a kid, as a little girl. Collectors, Barbies. So I would be... Whoops, hold on. I would be like approximately 5 years old. And she'd be buying me like these collector's edition Barbies, okay? With these crazy fucking outfits. Like, just, not that one. That one looks really old. She'd buy me these really expensive Barbies. And she would tell me that I couldn't, this was like my birthday gift every year. She would tell me that I wasn't allowed to open them. I was not allowed to open them. They, collector Barbies, 50s bar. There was one that I had. It had like a bar. I wish I knew. Oh, it was like this. I think I had this one. It came with the bar, but I wasn't allowed to open it. So she would buy me these and she'd be like, one day you're gonna be rich. One day you're going to be rich. And I swear to God, they're worth nothing now, but it's okay. Because the thought is what counted, you know? We should have realized she was a Playboy bunny earlier. She's like, here's some toys. Never play with them. The only toys that I would be allowed to play with, I got a Sailor Moon doll. And I played with her. I don't have them. I think my parents threw them away. Tragic. Did she also buy you Beanie Babies? Never. Although I think my Beanie Baby over there, you can't see it anymore. I have a panda Beanie Baby that I sleep with every night. Okay? Don't judge me. Not every night. Sometimes when I'm like, I need to cuddle something. There's a panda Beanie Baby. And that bad boy is a Beanie Baby. And I don't think it's worth anything. Valid? Thank you. My parents sold them for drug money. I'm so sorry. Did you just wake up and you had no more Barbie? I judge you all the time, just not for that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, it was definitely a lose-lose situation. I don't think you should buy kids investment toys. I'll say it. I don't think investment toys have ever existed. All I asked for was Transformers when I was a kid to my grandparents, but now I can afford my own. That's awesome. All I asked for was video games. And if anyone got me anything but a video game for my birthday, I was upset. People sent their life savings on Beanie Babies. Was that actually a real thing that happened? Also, were Cabbage Patch Kids like that too? Thank you, Camel, for 29 months. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, King. You're amazing. That's awesome. 29 months is crazy. A new teaser dropped for Alien Earth, and holy crap, it's more horrifying than the last teasers. Really? Hi, Camo. Hello, welcome to chat. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. We're gonna have a long one today. Strap in. I asked for my 2 front teeth for Christmas. My dad jokingly said, okay, fine with me. Wow. A savings bond? So your parents gave you a savings bond. And you bought a car with it? Good lord. That's kind of fire. Hi, Kyle. I think we're trying Scuff Scary Games for a few hours. And we're going to see what we like and what we enjoy. And then we'll decide after that. I know that chat had a bunch of ideas for games that they wanted to see me play. Thank you, Lilith. It's my daily mix. Here, I'll save the, I'll share the link. Here. This is my daily mix, number 1. So apparently it'll change every day. And it aligns with what I mostly listen to. I am not a whore. Thank you so much for asking. I know you didn't ask, but like my songs are a little bit... They're a little bit party rockin', you know? They're doing a lot. That's an LMFAO song. That's why I said it. Because it was like, they're a little bit lamau. They're clubbing songs. Chat, what do you want to see me play today? Are we feeling a scary vibe? Are we feeling a simulator vibe? Is there anything that you want to make me play? Do you want rage games? The more direction we have here, the better. Correct. Horrors require to get action, which you do not. This is so fucking true. Holy shit. That was too real. M Factorio arc. I will let the mods decide. She got to play the sex game last night? I really did. Gecko Sword Sim? I saw that was fun. That looks good. Look at this angel. She's trying to be the star of the show. She's killing it. Getting a good sleep in. She loves her little perch. We played the Naughty Pack on Jackbox last night with the boys and the girls. And had a grand time. It was very fun. There's a scary haunted house reno sim. I want that. I want to play that. I want to play that. That sounds so fun. Broken Lore games I mentioned. Look at my cute little tiny thing in the back. I have a bow. Except when you got Faker 2 rounds in a row. We could also play Jackbox together, chat. Oh my god. How's her non-eye? She has surgery tomorrow at 8 a.m. So the eye you're seeing right now is actually not her eye. She doesn't have an eye on this side. This is a hole. A hole to an eye socket that is currently infected. She's taking antibiotics every day. It's a whole thing. Krusty Kyle, thank you for the Prime sub. She has surgery tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. I missed that because I was terrorizing other streamers trying to get speedrun getting banned. Honestly, it's crazy that you're a menace in everyone else's chat, but in my chat, you're like so polite. What's that about? Why us? I feel like we're harboring a criminal. You aren't safe here. What's up with that, right? Thank you, Bad RNG girl. Broken Lore, huh? Ooh, a psychological horror game set in a mist-covered, beautiful Japanese village, blending hyper-realistic graphics with low-poly elements. Oh, and it's a ghost. That's creepy as hell. That's so creepy. We can try that. Here, chat, take a look. Take a gander.
It's just a work meeting. I have everything under control, really.
All right, but please let me know how it goes. As soon as you can.
You're sweet.
Good luck, Naomi.
To me. You better watch it. Psychological horror. I may be out.
Oh my going in circles? Ugh, it's like this place has swallowed every escape route.
Ew! Ew, ew, ew. No, I don't like that.
Right? Only one can truly shine.
Naomi, are you ready to show me that you're the star I've been looking for?
What's happening to me?
Hi, D-Tune! Who fucked that statue? Nobody knows, brother. Nobody wants to know. I think they just splattered red paint on her. It's different. Hello, how you doing? Do I look like Sailor... am I Mercury? Jupiter. Do I look like Sailor Jupiter? What do you think? Looks more gross than scary. It does look really gross. I want to play whatever that renovation haunted house sim is. I want to play that. I want to play that. Hi, Rogu. Welcome in. How you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. I want to play the haunted house sim. Why, thank you for the gifted sub. That's so sweet. Charlie, thank you for 60 months. Jesus Christ.
Came new here less than 3.
Good Lord, Charles. Charlie, when's my anniversary? To this day, one of the only people in this community that knows my anniversary, including, that includes me. I still don't know it. May 8th. Thank you, Charles. Appreciate you. Thank you for the 60 months. My liege, my legend. That's 5 years. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, it's not out yet? Sad. Haunted House Reno. What's the game called? I might have it in my email. I miss when they would send me the games really early, and I would have all this privilege in having the games early as a streamer. Thank you, CJ, for the 24 months.
It's looking amazing.
2 years. Let's go, dude. It's not out yet. Sag. What's the game called, chat? So I can look it up, because it could be in my inbox. Sometimes they send me, there's a demo, but it's not out yet. Sometimes they send me games early. And oftentimes I forget. Haunted House. House Renovator. Nope. They did not send it to me. And that is totally chill. That is totally a vibe. And understandable, in fact. Sailor Jupiter's a streamer now? Hell yeah. They're starting the beta nightmare update for Crime Scene Cleaner. Ooh, wait, what? Crime Scene. The beta nightmare? I thought I beat this game. I beat this game off stream because it was a very fun game to play, but it was kind of slow. It was kind of a slow game. Beta Nightmare, new Alpha Bro podcast. Watch the Broken Lore, don't watch trailer. Did you guys know? I don't know how. Oh yeah, I heard this on a podcast. Apparently, you know how guys are like, I gotta be the alpha. I'm an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. I'm in the alpha. I'm in charge. I feel like when guys say that, that means that they are feeling insecure. And if you have to say it, then you're not. That's just my personal opinion. But a lot of guys are like, I'm the alpha. I'm the alpha. Apparently, that comes from a study of wolves in captivity. And in captivity, they would put a bunch of wolves that weren't in the same family in the same pack. And then they would observe them, and they found that there was like an alpha male. Typically, that's what happens. And then there'd be like betas or whatever the subservient wolves were. They would be like the kids of the alpha, basically. Typically in nature, that's what it is. So they would study this, and then they called it like the alpha. They were like, yeah, the wolves have alpha males, humans have alpha males, which is not true. But in the wild, chat, wolves actually have an alpha male and an alpha female that are equally as respected. And then on top of that, the only reason there's anyone beneath them is because they're the parents. They're the ones fucking. That's it. alpha of nobody, you little bitch. Nobody's let you hit. So you're the alpha of nobody. You got no kids. You got no prospects. Women abhor you. Women look at you like a little weasel boy. But you're the alpha male boy. I don't know. I just think that's annoying. I find that really funny. I had no idea that was the way that it was. You're so sweet, Shadow.
Send a token of appreciation.
You are so
Have
sweet.
A good streamed, Miss Emerome.
Thank
Keep
you.
Being awesome.
What are you being so nice to me for? Thank you. Alpha of naked moral rats. Naked mole rats. Did you type it that way just for fun? I can't imagine that you think that a naked mole rat is actually called a naked moral rat. A naked moral rat. They have serious fucking morals, guys. You don't understand. These rats have standards, bitch. They have standards, and they will not step a toe out of line. Let me tell you right now. That's fucking wild. That's really funny. I don't know if you meant to say that, but that was so fucking good, dude. Oh my god. Numbing, thank you for the gifted. It's naked mole rat, by the way. I learned that from Kim Possible. Okay? And this is what they look like. Jump scare alert. Rufus the naked mole rat. That's a true fucking nightmare. Okay? That right there is a true nightmare. I have never seen anything that should not exist quite like this. This should not exist in nature. There's certain things in this world that you just know Chernobyl fucked for everybody else. Okay? You just know what went down in Chernobyl fucked up everything for everyone else. And this is one of those things. Why does this exist? Even if it existed before Chernobyl, I'm still blaming Chernobyl because there's no way this doesn't exist without some sort of like nuclear fallout. Or maybe its father fell into a volcano. Sometimes, honestly, chat, I genuinely, this is mean. This is what women see when they get an unsolicited pic. When I hear about, this is kind of mean. I'm going to say it though. When I hear about, or when I know about a streamer that doesn't have, like, they never publicize their face. They never do face reveals. They refuse to do face reveals. They keep their face hidden. In my head, a part of my brain goes, the reason they don't do face reveals is because they probably look like this and they don't want anyone to know. And like, I'm so sorry. I know that's not true. I know it's not about that. I know it's not. I know 99% of the time it's because they want their identity private. I understand that. Yes, I'm assuming their looks. I understand that. But there's a part of my brain deep in the back that every now and again goes, it's fucking Quasimodo. And he doesn't want anyone to know. I don't know. It's so fucked. I know that's fucked. I'm telling Chibi. I know it's not even true. That's rude. It's just a thought. It's an intrusive thought. What? And it's oftentimes 99% untrue. Because I've seen Chibi in person. She's hot. And I won't say anything aside from that. And I've seen other people, like my friend Dotto Doya did a face reveal. You called women ugly? No, I said sometimes I fear people that don't have their face on the internet, that refuse to share it. Deep in the recesses of my mind. Ham said, don't piss me off. Chibi is 7 feet tall. Is that true? I think she's 7.5 probably. 7'5". M hates woman. Where is that coming from? Where is that coming from, bitch? What are you talking about? Where did she hates women come from? Wow, M? Like you guys haven't thought about it. The fucking high horse that everybody in this chat is on right now. Actually, I've never once thought about what a VTuber's face ever looked like ever in my life. No. Actually, I've never thought about what a VTuber's face looks like. I've never once thought about that. Not one time. I've never even thought about what they look like one time. I only think about their VTuber face and that is it. Yeah, okay. All right. My bad that I have thoughts. My fucking bad. Naked mole rats have spoken and you've been judged. Are you calling yourself a naked mole rat? Do I wonder? Yes. Do I assume they're horribly uggo? Never. I don't assume that, by the way. I've never once assumed that. It's a thought, it's an intrusive thought that comes into the back of your head that goes, hey, this could be the reality, and you don't know. Because you don't know what they look like. That's the truth. They could be the prettiest person alive. They could be average. They could be a severe burn victim, and you wouldn't know. Who let the masses know Cruz is short? I just imagine VTubers are just as anxious as I am. I would be a VTuber if I streamed. I think a lot of people do it out of a need for privacy, which I think is very fair. A lot of people do it because they don't want to get recognized in person. And they don't want to have their regular lives be interrupted. And I think that's very fair. And also, VTubing in general is just a significantly, aside from it being an incredibly expensive thing to get into, it is a significantly more expensive endeavor. Oh wait, no, it's a significantly easier thing to endeavor. I was thinking about the expense. It's expensive. You gotta pay 10K to get a good rig. If you want to be a VTuber, you gotta pay 10K minimum to get a really good rig. Because it's none of our business. That's true. But also having thoughts is totally okay. That's the thing. You know what I look like. You know what Pasta looks like. Pasta one time got recognized based off of her laugh, which actually makes the most sense. Somebody heard her laugh and they like beeline across a room to talk to her. I think you're thinking of Code Miko type of rig. No, I'm not. I'm not. I am not. I have known several different people that have VTuber rigs and everything else that goes into it. And it is not cheap. I want one like Kenji. Like Pasta's recent VTuber that she had made like a year ago is like around, I would say around 10K. Everything that came with it, it's around 10K. Hi, Larfing, welcome in. I could care less about the thoughts. I just like bullying you. Brother. So does my chat, as it's very clear. I personally think about the deepfake problem that any woman should really think about being at least a PNG tuber. I think if you fear everything all the time, then you're never gonna be happy. I'm gonna be real. I think if you fear stuff like that, you're never gonna be happy. I don't think anyone should hide anything because of a potential thing that's happening. Also, knowing that deepfakes exist, I think it's more of a point where everyone has to come to terms with it. Because it shouldn't exist, it shouldn't be a thing, but we have that technology now, and unfortunately, that's just how it is. Luigi is afraid all the time, and he seems happy. When he's afraid, he seems happy. LARPing, thank you for the 200 bits. I know, can you believe it? The problem is deepfakes are getting too realistic. They can literally use to frame people for shit. That's the thing, though. That's where we have to point to it and be like, I mean, the good thing is you can deny that now. And everybody knows that that exists and that technology is real. So it's easy to be like, yeah, so that's not me. And then people will believe you. Because if it doesn't align with your morals or like anything else that you do, then why would anyone believe that it's real? It's okay. Cruz tried to gaslight chat too. I just realized M is the other half of the atom they split in Japan. Cruz was one half. M is the other. What does that mean? It's me. I'm Adam. I'm going to go rob a bank and claim AI when they catch me. Honestly, guys, people are going to start doing that. But I don't know if you could get away with that though. On the raw camera footage, it means you're short. It means you caused a nuclear explosion. Apparently. Numbing, thank you for the 47 months. I appreciate that.
Celebrate one.
I appreciate that. It's not the thing that I talked about before that triggered every single person in this chat, by the way. They have found several VTubers that are like pretending to be women, like are like actually like men with a voice changer. That has happened more than one time. So that's why these thoughts occur in my brain. I don't trust anything at all, ever. And sometimes I wonder. Sweaty Ho, thank you for the 4 months. I really appreciate that. Thank you, Numbing, again for 47. You're amazing. But are these guys hot? They're like 55-year-old men. Yeah, that's a real thing. Been a minute since I caught a stream. Hi, Sweaty Ho. How you doing? This is something that they catch all the time. Where are your twin tails? I don't think she needs them. Who? Cruiser M? Also, that would hurt my brain all day if I had to wear it. I'm sure there's more than a few. There definitely is, yeah. Doesn't surprise me either, sadly. It just is what it is. If they're hot or rich, I'm in. I joined during a wild story. Sweaty Ho, I mentioned that sometimes I have intrusive thoughts where if someone like lives as a VTuber or they never show their face, I have this intrusive thought in the back of my mind that they could be like Quasimodo levels of ugly. And that's why they don't want to show their face. And then chat lost their mind. But then I also said that's like not the case. And I know that's not realistic. And I know that that's not a real thing. And I know that oftentimes it's just that they want privacy. And that's fine. See, for me, I base it off their voice. Nice voice makes me assume nice face. Oh yeah, it's just a thought. It just comes into your head. I finished setting up my new catcher. I want to see post pictures in Discord, please. Sailor Jupiter has a ponytail. She does, yeah. Not you thinking of them as Nosferatu and Masquerade Bloodlines? Bro, that's what I'm thinking. I'm a very visual person, chat. I'm an extremely visual person. If you describe something to me, this is why I recoil at the mention of feet all the time, because every time I think about feet, unfortunately, I have to picture them in my head. I often picture stuff like conversations that I have with other people, I picture in my head. Like if I'm having a conversation on Discord with somebody like Pasta, for example, I picture what she looks like when she's talking to me in my head. I don't know. There's always like an image in my brain all the time. So when I am talking to somebody who I don't know what they look like, my brain goes to what I know about them and it tries to it tries to fill the gaps. And it's just what it is. Pink elephant, what's that? See my Discord, Abby is just me. There's no confusion. I mean, you could either have that as you or have it as something totally not you. You could keep your face out there. You could keep it private. Either way, it's everyone's personal business. This is just what my brain struggles with. And that's it. What do you picture when you hear Bite Arms? I literally imagine him as a giant version of his Among Us character. I've seen sides like...
Feet. Just wanted to make you think of feet.
I've seen Side's body in clips. In video things. So I picture his body with totally, honestly, with like a blank face. Because I don't know what he looks like. And I'm being dead serious. I think I have a nice face and I need people to see it. That's just how I picture it. That's just what it's like in my head. Thank you, Marky. I appreciate that. What do you think chat looks like? If I've met you in person, I don't know. I see what you look like in person. And I've been fortunate enough to go to a lot of Twitch cons and I've met a bunch of people in this chat in person. What do you think your mods look like? I know what my mods look like. I know what a lot of my mods look like. Charlie. Never mind, I won't say that. I know what you look like, And then everybody else, this is the biggest problem, is I remember people like very visually. I'm not the best with names. I'm just not. But I remember people very visually. So, if you guys were to, like Padesh, for example, I don't know what you look like, Padesh. So if you were to change the color of your name, right now your name is orange to me. It has been orange to me. If you were to change the color of your name or your name itself, I won't know who you are. Because chat's name is their face. So it's like if you went and you got a face transplant. That's what it would be like. No one, even the Madhouse crew, knows what H2O Delirious looks like last time I heard. Interesting. Met you in Jer, but no one remembers. What? No one, even the, you know what I look like? Yeah, but we haven't met IRL. That's just true. I think for you, I know exactly what you look like. I just don't know how tall you are. So in my brain, you're like varying heights. That's the only variable for me. When people change their Discord name and photo, I'm like, you're just a new person. That's why I have such a hard time, like, with Aiko, for example, in Discord. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I changed my name once. I don't know what's going on. I honestly, like, I genuinely, when I say that I cannot talk to Aiko properly, it's because I don't know what's going on. I can talk to Favela here normally. Favela, I cannot talk to you normally in Discord. I can't talk to you normally in Discord because I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know who the fuck you are, and I don't know if I'm getting it wrong, and I just don't even want to do it. If we cover our face with our hands, do we disappear? Yes. They are one and the same. I think that's the problem with, like, remembering people primarily by, like, looks or their face or, you know, being a visual person versus, like, being very good with names and, like, ages and numbers and places and things like that. I'm very much like I'm very much a visual person. I can remember faces, I can remember names, but connecting the two just doesn't happen. Yeah, that's fair. I can't do names. I try really hard, though. I have, like, ways to try to remember. The last meeting we had sent me, I remember names, not faces. What happened, dude, at the last time we met? Peekaboo rules? Hi, YY, welcome in. What game are you gonna play? I think we're gonna play something scary soon. Let me see if there's like is there another horror game sim? I want like a horror game sim.
My Twitch name and my Discord profile are practically the same.
Oh yeah, I have no problem remembering you. I think he meant the mod meeting. Oh. Yeah, I did. I did. Okay, so Favela, again, totally honest, complete honesty. Because that happened and I fucked that up so bad, mixing you guys up because your name is the same, legitimately when I say that I don't want to be in a call with you, and I don't mean that like in a bad way. I want to be in a call with you. I just fear being wrong. I fear being wrong. It scares me. Master Koala, thank you for the 19 months. I appreciate that. I do want to be in a call with you, but I can't. Also, we want Harvest Shadows to come out. We harvest shadows. Into the Dead Our Darkest Days. What is this? Zombie strategy game? Okay, I want you guys to give me your best finds. The horror farming sim? Wait. Was that the one that I played? I'd love to meet you, Xerox. Hi, Star-Lord. Welcome in. I've always wanted to go to Germany. Ico server mutes, Fab doesn't. True. You're completely fine. I don't care if people mix this up because that's why we do it. Thank you for understanding. The Boba Tea Shop is out. Wait, the whole game? We could play that. My best find for the year was mouthwashing. I never finished that one. Did you enjoy Hollow Knight? I've never played that. It's fun. You got into HUD and Showdown? I know that's really fun. I played it one time. Koala, thank you for 19 months again. You're amazing. I'm being too honest today. Hi, nerds. Man, I need to replay Fear. Chaotic, what's up? I think sometimes people are very afraid to say the wrong thing in today's day and age. For fear of offending people. But I think at the end of the day, I think as long as you're a good intentioned person, it shouldn't matter that much. Does that make sense, chat? The face Giga Sweats? Thank you, Neko. I appreciate that. I didn't know it was on Broadway. Aw, cute, AJ. Mm-hmm. There's a cozy horror game called Haunted Paws. Interesting. As long as you're respectful. I think having dialogue and discussion is extremely important. And also sometimes just being goofy. Buy Focus Fuel with code Emerome. For 10% off. Sorry, I just realized I was holding the bag funny. As long as you're respectful and you mean well, and you want to learn too, different people's perspectives.
Is the cola flavor good?
It's good, but I would say I'm gonna be really honest. It could just be I like the flavor. It could just be my preferences, but it is tougher. It is tougher than the other flavors. It is a lot more chewy than the other flavors, and I don't like that about it. I could have just gotten a weird batch. I was told I got a weird batch. But I'm not a fan of like the extra chewiness. Personally, being honest. It's just opposing views, nothing personal. I'd certainly not attack someone over them. 100%. And a willingness to apologize. I just mentioned that because there's too many. Oh, yeah. Oh, 100%. I think in general, the best way to, in my mind, this is what I think. The best way to live your life is to always understand that you don't know everything and that you have a lot of room to grow and learn. I think that is the best way to live life. I don't think there's any other way that makes sense for me to live my life. I have preconceived notions and ideas of different things. I have a different lens that I look at life through because of my upbringing. But as long as I always know that there are infinite different perspectives and infinite different realities, really, because everyone has their own reality, and that I'm willing to learn about those different perspectives and different realities and adjust my viewpoints accordingly. As long as it like aligns with like my own moral compass and stuff, I think that's the best way to live. I think any other way to live, I feel like it makes me really sad when I meet people who are not willing to talk and like adjust. Does that make sense? When somebody comes into something and they're extremely harsh about something and they're unwilling to change their mind, I feel like that makes me really sad. Yeah, that's just my thoughts. Like close-minded people, people who have extremely strong opinions that they are not willing to hear. They can't physically hear anyone else and their opinions. They almost just get defensive when they hear a different opinion from their own. Yeah,